Hi, welcome to Plaid Craft TV. I'm Cathie Filian.
And I'm Steve Piacenza.
And today we'll be tiptoeing through the strawberry fields with these painted sneakers.
We'll be using folk art fabric paint and some simple techniques to make this cool design. So to create our painted sneakers, we used a variety of folk art colors here. You can see we added strawberries, daisies, we did some vines, we did some leaves to get this great design, and then gems right on top of that. Now we started with a plain sneaker just like this, canvas, and we stuffed the toe with a random plastic bag, and this is going to allow us to have a nice hard surface to work right on top. Makes it much easier. Kath, why don't you show what we're doing?
The first step to our painting is that we're going to paint down the base layer of our vines, our leaves, and our strawberries, and then we'll go in and we'll add the details afterwards. This is a really simple painting technique, so even if you're a beginner or just getting started, you're going to be able to do this. We're going to work with a detail paintbrush first, and I'm using the yellow citron. Of course, it's our favorite sort of lime green color, and I'm going to use this color for the vines. And for the vines, we'll just start on one side of the shoe and just freehand. You can do sort of a curly cue. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. If you want to practice on paper first or a piece of canvas fabric just to get the feel of it, that's a good place to get started. Go in and you can have them sort of trail off like that. You can begin a new vine, crisscross over. I like to sort of take one from the far end. Wiggle that line down. Just make some curly cues. Very simple. Then I want to add the daisies next. And for the daisies, I'm going to use the light yellow. This again is the fabric formula because we're working on the canvas shoes. It's going to really withstand the weather and things. Add a little bit to, this is just a round brush. We'll go in and just add a simple daisy shape. And what I like to do is paint a U, just another U, 5 U's in a row basically, linking them all together. And those will be the petals of the flower. It's very easy. If you make a mistake, it's going to be easy enough to correct that you can just add a leaf there. Fill in your U's. You can start to see that flower shape forming. And this is just the base layer, so I'm not worrying about adding any highlights or anything yet. Just get the bases down. And then what I like to do is add just a couple little dots on different sides just to be little flowers that are about to bud open. Add a couple of those. Just little highlights of color. Now the strawberry is very easy to do. It may seem like it's hard, but it's very easy. You're going to use a filbert brush, and I've got my magenta paint. And it's just 2 simple strokes and then a fill-in. Let's go ahead and add a strawberry coming right off of the vine here. Start at the top, make sort of a nice kind of flat like the top of a strawberry. Come down, almost making a heart but without the V at the top. Come down, fill in that point. You don't need to worry about it being a perfect shape because it's strawberry. You want it to be sort of more of an organic shape. Fill it in like that. Just do a little one over here. Do the same thing, kind of heart shape. Just like so. Now to add leaves to the top of the berry, I'm going to use that same green. For this, I'm going to use an angle brush and just add a few spritzes coming right off. Go in and just sort of gently give that a little curve up. And strawberries, so it looks like that's coming right off of it. The next thing is to add some leaves to our design, and that's going to be very, very simple. Again, just a few little marks here and there. Of course, we're going to need a big one coming off of our daisy. And our design looks kind of flat right now. That's because we don't have any of the highlight colors on top of it.
Well, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yes. Now that I've got all the base colors down, we're going to be ready to do the detail painting. Don't worry if you feel like you've missed something, because we're going to have all these step-by-step instructions on the website at plaidonline.com.
All right, let's bring this shoe to life. And the detail really makes this shoe pop. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take the same brush with the magenta on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of white here. I'm just going to blend these two together right on top here to give it a softer magenta, a pink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that right on into the strawberry, right on one side, like that, and just blend it in to the rest of the magenta. Now what that's going to do, it's going to give it a little bit of three-dimension, it's going to give it some roundness to it and make it pop out. Just like so. Add a little bit more to this side. Get a little bit more of that, and just a little hint right down.
Is that our baby berry?
That's the baby berry down there. See that already? How you can see it kind of coming to life? And just, I'm going to feather it out just a little bit. Now I'm going to take my detailed brush here, get a little bit more of that white on it, very fine tip, and I'm going to add little dots to the strawberry. Now strawberries have these little pores in them, and this is really going to bring it out, really bring out the look of a strawberry. Just all along the other side, just like so. Going over here, and a few down here at the bottom. Okay, looking good. Next, I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to take that white, and I'm going to work my daisies. Now they look flat now. We're going to add, making more dimension to these petals. And this is going to give it a little bit of depth and make it actually kind of sink in and give the petals a little boost. Just swirling my brush around right on top, just giving it a little bit of life. Look at that. Again, you don't have to be super careful with this. It's very organic painting. It looks hand done is the point of it. And it looks great. I think anybody can do this project.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, wipe that off. We're gonna get a
With
little
your finger?
with my finger. Oh yeah. With this little detail painting. Fingers are best friend in this project. We're gonna go right in the middle of these daisies again. We're gonna add some of that magenta right in the center. There it is. And a little bit on this one, a little bit more on that one, and lapo. There we go. Let's move on to the leaves. Now Cathie added some of the light green. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some dark green right on top of that. Again, give it some dimension. Gonna tap off a little bit, and I'm just gonna work it with this angled brush. Get 3 little areas, just like so. It's that easy. I love this brush, it has a nice angle on it. It's very easy to work with. And a little bit more over here. Got a couple little sprigs right over here. And there we go. And once you're done painting your design, you want to set this aside and let it thoroughly dry for 24 hours. But I don't think these are done yet, are they, Kat?
No, because I always like to add a little extra embellishment. And if you like gems or a little bit of bling, all you need to do is use some gem glue and you can glue rhinestones right onto your designs. If you want more information on how we made our painted strawberry shoes, please log on to plaidonline.com.
And don't forget to check out our bonus project, painted plaid shoes.
Haha, plaid shoes.
Haha.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. You gonna wear those tomorrow?
Yeah, when I garden.